Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for January the 26th. I am going to be pulling one card for each sign after I pull one card for overall energy, and then we'll look and see how those energies blend and meld together to come up with predictions for the day. If you know your sun sign, you can get a little bit of information from a video like this, but if you know your rising sign and your houses, you can actually pull quite a bit. Overall energy shows up here as, what is that? That's the Four of Pentacles. Yep. Okay, Four of Pentacles showing up in reverse. So Four of Pentacles in reverse means that we are taking something that we did have stashed away and we're pulling it out and using it today. Many times that's money, but not always. Sometimes it can be other types of material goods as well. I did a reading for a lady one time back when I lived in Missouri, and that came up, and she had a gun that she had stashed away, and she was getting ready to give it to her niece, and so she had pulled it out that morning to give it to her niece. So it does not always have to be money. Lots of ways for that to manifest, but something that you were saving for the future that you're bringing out to use today. Generally something very tangible. All right, let's look at how this plays out for each sign. Boop-ba-da-doo-doo, Aries. Knight of Wands showing up as yourself here. Okay, so I think that you are pulling something out of savings and using it for yourself today, honestly. And this may be to go on some kind of trip or have some kind of adventure or start some kind of new creative endeavor. But pulling out something that you've been saving to use for yourself, whether that's been, pieces of fabric for a great quilt, or whether that's been money for a great trip, or whatever it is. All right, next up we're going to look at Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, Two of Cups coming up in reverse. This just means that you are taking something that you had stashed away and you're pulling it out and using it, and you're not so thrilled about it. So that tells me this probably is not what you were planning on using it for. It may be that you have some kind of situation that came up, and it's just good to be grateful that you had that on hand to take care of business. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Gemini. What do we have here? Nine of Wands showing up in reverse. Geminis. Boop-ba-dee-doo-doo. Okay, so Geminis, I do think that you are taking something that you had saved away for the future and you're pulling it out and using it today. I don't think that this was a plan. I think this is something that is coming as a surprise to you, Geminis. Cancer. Ba-ba-da. Page of Cups showing up in reverse for Cancer placements. Boop-ba-da-doo. Do, boop, ba-da-do. This is interesting. Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay, this makes sense actually. So Cancers, I think that you are basically taking a lot of energy and using it, maybe even spending money on somebody or pulling something out of storage or out of stash away space, wherever that might be for you. To pass it along to somebody else in a way to let them know how much you appreciate them. So you're putting a lot of energy towards letting this other person know how much you care about them. You may be giving them some type of material gift. You may be doing something that just took a lot of energy to do. Either way. Interesting, Cancers. Good for you. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo, Five of Cups showing up here. Leos, this really tells me that there's something going on that has disappointed you. Well, you know what? No, I'm not even going to say that, am I? Yes, I am. There's something going on that has disappointed you, Leos. And I think you're putting a lot of added energy and effort into that disappointment. I don't want to say you're being dramatic because that's not exactly what these cards say, but I think that whatever this disappointment is it's really taking a lot out of you. You may not be feeling like your normal self. It's kind of throwing you off your mojo. Okay. Next up, we're going to look at Virgo. Okay, so Virgos, Four of Cups, along with our overall energy. What do we have happening here for you guys? Very similar to Leo. Virgo, Four of Cups for me. You guys have been watching me a while. You know that Four of Cups is my pity party card. This is somebody, why me, poor me. I don't know why this happened. Okay. So if you feel that energy coming in, you can always head it off at the pass. That's what free will is for, and that's what's good about getting these readings ahead of time, is that if we see something we prefer not to live out, we can change that. But anyway, pity party. I'm putting a lot of energy and effort into having that pity party. So this could be, expanding the pity party, not just you feeling sorry for yourself all by yourself. No, that's not good enough. This would be telling anybody and everybody who would hear you about, how poor and pathetic your situation is and how awful things are. So let's not do that. Now that we see that coming in, let's not do that. That does not manifest us anything that we want. Okay, let's do something different there. All right, next up we're looking at Libra. Libras, Nine of Cups coming up in reverse. This is basically telling me that you've got, what is going on? What is happening in the energy today? This is basically incredibly similar messages. Is that 3 signs in a row? Yes, for 3 signs in a row? What is going on in the world? All right, Libras, putting in a lot of energy and effort into this idea of being dissatisfied, disgruntled, not happy. Normally, I would say that this is a great place to be because it motivates you to excel in some area of your life. But I don't see excelling towards changing the direction here. What's showing up on the table is excelling in expanding the feeling of being disgruntled. So you have free will. Let's change that up. Don't make that come true. Man, I'm kind of dreading looking at Scorpio now. Let's see what Scorpio's got. Scorpio, 7 of Swords coming up in reverse. Scorpios, it looks like we are putting a lot of energy or effort into, or maybe even pulling something out of the past that we had stashed away to go back to some type of situation that we left before, and we kind of left sort of quietly. We didn't make a big deal about it. We didn't burn any bridges. And now we're finding our way back to that. Putting a lot of energy and effort into getting back into that, as a matter of fact. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. Okay, you guys have the Lovers coming up in reverse. Sagittarius, you've got something going on with somebody that you would consider yourself partnered to, whether that's a business partnership, a romantic partnership, whatever. But you've got something going on here where you guys are not on the same page. And I think that you're really invested here in holding the line. You do not want to compromise on this. And I don't think you will compromise on this, actually. Okay. Next, we're looking at Capricorn. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse for Capricorns. What is going on here? Okay, so Capricorns, I think what we have here is that you've been really generous with somebody, trying to help them to get a leg up and to move forward with their own lives. And what you're realizing is, instead of helping them, your generosity has actually just enabled them to continue down a path that is not healthy for them or for you. And so here, I think what's going on is you're cutting that person off from that generosity that you were giving them. And I think it's taking a lot of energy and effort for you. This is certainly not the easiest thing that you've ever done. Okay? That's for Capricorn. Now, Aquarius. So Aquarius, we have the Four of Swords showing up in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, I think that you're putting in a lot of energy, effort, or expending a lot of money to go to some kind of different location from normal today for some type of event. Maybe even just for yourself for rejuvenation. But it could be for more of an event thing too. An event or an outing. All right, so that's Aquarius. Next up we have Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, look at you. Wheel of Fortune. We like it, we like it, we like it. So Pisces, it looks to me like you're spending a lot of energy or effort to get things to go your way. So you may have put in together a plan or put in a strategy, and now you're following up on that plan or strategy, putting in a lot of energy or effort, maybe even putting in a lot of money to get things to go in a nice way for you. We like that. We like the things going in a nice way for you, at least, if not the rest of it as well. All right, guys, that's what I've got for everybody today. Thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. And of course, guys, remember, you are my wonderful sponsors, so please put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the world, and put a comment down below. Also, looking forward to reading in private readings for some of you later on today, either by phone or online. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.